Hello, it's the Tag Team Talent Podcast again. 4 decades in the biz, countless shows, and somehow he's still standing. And today, he's your host. Here he is, Scott Edwards.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast, the Tag Team Talent Podcast. I'm so excited. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this well-dressed young man next to me is not only world famous and the 2019 Comic Magician of the Year, but he's also a good friend of mine. Surprise, it's Larry Wilson.
Thank you very much.
So good to have you back on the show.
Well, it's good to be here.
Now, you, the audience, you recognize him because not only has he been a co-host before, but he does some amazing comedy and magic, and we've been able to share your show. You've been quite the entertainer for my audience.
Well, thank you very much. Your show has become enormously popular around the world.
It's funny you mentioned that. I don't want to toot my own horn, but we hit 1 million views as of today.
Yeah, I'm now suddenly very big in Zimbabwe.
Isn't it funny about podcasting? You never know where the audience is. Sure. Hey, we got 3 great videos for you, just like we always do. 2 videos that have been shot in the last 5 or 6 years. Some new comedy and magic and entertainment. And then we always have our classic rewind, where I get to share a video that was recorded back in the 80s or 90s when I did TV shows and had a chain of comedy clubs. And Larry, the reason we're such good friends is you've been a part of that history for the last 40 plus years. What's it like for you to go from working comedy clubs to all the success you've had on big stages and concerts, and you've done special effects for famous movies like on Airplane. You've been to Howard Hughes' house, not Howard Hughes, Hugh Hefner. I'd rather go to Hugh Hefner's house. Howard Hughes just collected his own urine. Hugh Hefner collected pretty women. That might have been more fun. So what's it been like for you?
Well, I'm just very grateful. I've had an impossibly storied existence. I don't know how all this happened. I didn't plan it. I must have just stumbled into it. But
well, we stumbled into you, and it's been a wealth of entertainment.
do you remember?
So thank you.
Do you remember how you stumbled into me?
No, I have some vague memory of being drunk in a bar and you were up on a pool table doing something, but I don't remember exactly.
Wrong. I'll tell you exactly. And just shortly before we started recording, I brought up some other memory, and Scott said, "How do you remember this stuff?" I remember everything. George Wallace had come in. This is when you were in the Delta Queen.
Our very first location.
In Old Sac. And George Wallace had come and performed, and I guess done very well. And I ran into George in Los Angeles. He said, "Do you know about this club?" I said, "No." He said, "Oh, you'd be really good there." And I didn't think anything more of it. Little did I know, George called you. It's guys like that. I mean,
word of mouth is such a big thing in every business, but show business especially.
But it's more than that. He didn't have to do that.
No, it was. But George was that kind of guy.
George, what a wonderful guy. And I guess George called you up and must have said nice things, because the next thing I know, you were calling me saying, "Would you like to come work at this club?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And
well, I was very blessed that people like George Wallace, Bob Saget, Dave Coulier, Gary Shandling, some of these guys that were just getting started in their careers, although George already had quite a career going. But they took the time to help me grow as a business person and as a comedy producer by introducing me to people. So, but anyway, it's been a great adventure having you along for the ride. But enough palaver.
That is
correct?
That is the correct
Let's
word.
get to the show. We have some great videos. This first one's actually a friend of yours that you introduced me to.
Oh.
Rudy Kobe.
Oh, my God.
I met him at your special show. Go ahead and tell everybody about what happens in Reno.
Well, I'm also, among the various different hats I wear, I'm the executive director of a local nonprofit organization in Reno, Nevada. That's called the Education Renaissance of Nevada Initiative. That's goal is really to promote literacy for school children, trying to encourage kids to fall in love with reading. And so we do a big show every year. I bring in gold medal champions of magic.
Oh,
from
very good talent.
all over the world.
By the way, the show's called Spellbinders.
Yes.
That's attached to this fundraising event.
That's what the event is really called, Spellbinders. But we bring in these magicians to perform in libraries all over northern Nevada for free. And then we do a huge show at the Pioneer Center for the Performing Arts, also free for the whole community.
Downtown Reno. Anybody in northern northern Nevada should
Yes.
pay attention to this. Well, you introduced me to this young guy. He was very generous and said I could use a special he did about 5 or 6 years ago. And so I want to share a little bit of that. Are you ready?
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, comedy and music by Rudy Kobe. I mean, using a marionette on that big an audience and then having it get to life size is so genius.
Everything Rudy Kobe does is so original. It's so wild. And having Oingo Boingo as the musical foundation is great. But also, of course, nothing better than marionettes coming to life and threatening you with a machete.
Oh, wow. Great reveal.
Oh,
The coolest magician.
on Earth.
Oh, man, that was Rudy Kobe. Man, I know you enjoyed that.
He is the coolest magician on Earth.
It's incredible that he's able to bring so much entertainment value in a short amount of time. And that's a big audience on that show, and
yeah.
it was a TV special. So you have this little marionette, and then you just blow it up into something so exciting like that.
Well, what I love, of course, about what Rudy does, it's also theatrical, and that's catnip for me. I mean, I love that stuff, and Rudy goes, you can't ever get ahead of him. You can't figure out where he's going, because it's
Well, even the final reveal.
Yeah.
How do you see that
The
coming?
puppet comes to life, it cuts its own strings off, then it jumps down and cuts Rudy's head off, and then pulls his mask off, and he's Rudy. It's fantastic.
good magic, very funny, very entertaining. Thank you, Rudy Kobe, for sharing that with us. We know you, the audience, enjoyed it. And Larry, thank you for introducing me to Rudy.
Well, it's my pleasure. It's my job.
The king of comedy magic. Hey, fact, you're performing at the Mystic Theater this week, which don't know when this will come out, but look for the Mystic Theaters around the country. Larry's a regular performer and a regular at the Magic Castle, kind of the heart of magic down in Hollywood.
Well, it is considered the mecca of magic. Magicians come from all over the world just to hang out at the Magic Castle. It's an old restored Victorian mansion in the Hollywood Hills, and it's
incredible.
Boy, it fits perfectly after showing Rudy. It's that same kind of crazy, unexpected anomaly, it's...
Yeah, but it's not the heart of Hollywood, it's the mecca of magic.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some comedy.
Okay.
Stand-up comedy is my mecca or heart is at when it comes to enjoying it. We have a very talented comic. He is actually from Reno, Nevada.
Oh, yes.
It's all kind of coming together, symbiotic.
Yes, it is symbiotic.
And his name's Marc Yaffee, not only a Native American who is a very funny stand-up comic, but he performs all over the country, still out there doing some one-man shows in a lot of casinos and work with the tribes. Let's see a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, here's some stand-up comedy by Marc Yaffee.
Now there's a whole cottage industry has popped up over dog poop. I don't know if you have that here in your area. They have these franchises, Poop 911, Scoop Soldier, No Dookie Left Behind. These guys come to the house and clean up your dog shit for you. And they identify themselves as pet waste removal specialists. Like there's some sort of training involved in this shit. Shit, I was a pet waste removal specialist at age 5. My mom handed me a shovel and said, pick up the caca and don't get your shoes dirty. But they're making money, evidently. I cornered one of these Poop 911 guys coming out of my neighbor's yard. I said, how's busy? He goes, we're making a shit ton of money. We had 2 COVIDs in America. People forget that. We had red state COVID and blue state COVID. 2 completely different pandemics, right? Shit, blue state COVID was the worst thing to hit the planet since the Black Plague of the 1300s, and red state COVID was the biggest hoax since Milli Vanilli. Blue state COVID, remember blue state COVID, the lockdowns went on for weeks and months. Red state COVID lockdowns lasted 3-4 happy hours. Shit, remember the blue state at the peak of COVID, if you wanted to go to a restaurant and eat, they put you at a parking garage a mile from the restaurant. They fed you through an IV drip so you wouldn't open your mouth and chew. Shit, if you were in a red state, Florida, Texas, you had to eat inside. They made you lick the menu and share utensils. Prove you weren't a COVID co-conspirator. Fucking blue state, people wearing masks to Zoom meetings. Red state, people show up at Sam's Club, no mask or pants. Freedom! I think the craziest place to be during the pandemic, 30,000 feet. Did anyone fly during COVID? That shit was nuts. You had drunk people right on the plane fighting over masks and politics and seat assignments. That was just the pilots. You flew to Maui, drunk people on the plane. It got so bad, Frontier came out with the Friends Fight Free promotion. Every day there was some new brawl, some drunk guy beating up the other passengers, the flight attendants. The airlines were diverting flights and making emergency landings. Finally said, screw it, no more, we're not stopping. They unleashed a secret weapon against drunk people nobody saw coming. That secret weapon on the plane was duct tape. You remember that shit? They started duct tape. Did you know they had duct tape inside the plane? I knew Spirit Airlines had duct tape on the outside of the plane. That's cruel, unusual, and brilliant. I brought a couple extra rolls just in case. I said, shit, I got a big gig in Pensacola, Florida at the Ha Ha Tata's Comedy Strip Club, and I'm not missing out because Air Age Alex didn't get enough pretzels.
I wish that was a joke.
And now there is a proposal being floated before we fly that we will have to weigh in to get on the plane. Really? Good luck with that. Can you get people to be sober or put on their seatbelt? I don't even think this weigh-in shit is for safety. I think they're trying to categorize us by fighting weight classifications. Yeah, wait till you get to your next flight and hear this announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has removed the fasten seatbelt sign. Let's get ready to rumble. Hey, I'm Marc Yaffee. You guys have been on.
So that was Marc Yaffee on stage. You know, he's got such a way with taking current events and things that we've all can relate to and just putting that twist to make it so funny. You know, weight class for fighting on planes and and picking up dog poop. I mean, everybody knows it's out there. Everybody knows it's happening. But, you know, you don't hear about it at the grocery store.
No, but Ha Ha Ta Ta's Comedy Strip Club.
Yeah. It's a real thing?
I'm not going on record. I'll just say.
Not surprised. Up in Alaska, they have a lot of that stuff.
Whatever crazy idea you can think of, somebody's done it.
Ha ha ta tas. Yeah. Well, that was Marc Yaffee. Thank you, Marc, for sharing that video. And I know Larry and I enjoyed it. Hope you, the audience, did. But we have something special.
What?
Yes.
What, there's
it's
more?
time for the Classic Rewind.
Oh, my God.
This is where we take great entertainment from back in the days when I had the comedy clubs, and we share it with you, the audience, and they may know this guy. So if you were ever a fan of the TV show Full House,
yes,
Fuller House,
yes,
America's Funniest Videos,
yes,
or a million other shows, and a lot of stage work, Dave Coulier was one of our favorite regulars, and we have a little bit of entertainment for him.
That's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Classic Rewind, our good friend, Dave Coulier.
When I was never the cool guy growing up, I wore braces. Anybody here ever wear them for a long time? Anybody more than 10 years? Anybody?
Braces, I have braces.
Well, one time I asked the audience, and one lady raised her hand in all honesty. She said, I wore braces for 12 years. Now, I could be dead wrong on this one, but I think just maybe she got ripped off. I'm not sure. Come on, there's only so much that an orthodontist can sit there and crank and tighten your teeth until one day he just goes, oh, hell, your head caved in. Well, needless to say, that's going to take some additional treatment. No, you're done for today. Buy a hat. Yeah, and then you have to wear a little orthodontic elastic strapped onto your teeth, and of course they're not orthodontic elastics. Oh no, they're rubber bands, but we'll call them orthodontic elastics, and we'll charge you about $1 a piece for them. Really, Doc, they're not rubber bands. How come I can ping them off your forehead then? Strap these things onto your teeth, and you're expected to go out and communicate normally, like this. Hi! You talk to somebody close range, you open up, nail them in the face. What the hell was that? Get out of here! I didn't have to wear one of these, but I felt sorry for those kids. Those kids who had to wear those big antennas. Walking around, you know they're picking up FM stations. People are slapping them in the head. Come on, Zeppelin, crew. Got a helmet. You ever see parents walking around looking for their kids at the beach with braces? I was like, honey, those kids are around here somewhere, damn it. I didn't put $2,000 into their mouths to lose them now. There's a couple of rubber bands. You start digging there. Strangers are walking up to them going, hey, are those your kids over there? I want to make them wear face shields. They're going to hurt somebody.
That was Dave Coulier back from 1990. He and Bob Saget came in for our 10th anniversary of our club, Laughs Unlimited. What'd you think? You know Dave.
Well, of course. No, he's fantastic. He's so funny. I just couldn't get over when he said his kids' orthodontia only cost $2,000.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit different now.
I thought, oh my God, if I could have gotten away for only $2,000.
Well, I was one of those people that had braces on for a long time. In fact, once I got old enough, I just went into the dentist. I said, take them off. He goes, you're not done. I go, oh yeah, we're done. And this was, of course, after relinquishing myself of parentage. So I was able to make my own decision. But I never had the AM/FM radio antenna, so I feel lucky about that. But braces, by the way, if you're a parent or a kid with braces, they're a good thing. Straight teeth are very important, but there are a lot of little things. I've had that rubber band black eye.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Larry, thanks so much for being on the show. We had the comedy and magic of Rudy Kobe. That was amazing. Marc Yaffee is so funny on stage, and getting to reach back into the archives and find some fun video of our good friend Dave Coulier is just so great to be able to share with you, the public, and the audience. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to let us know. There's comments. Leave a note. Larry, you're going on to more exciting things. I know you have more Mystique shows. You're going to be at the Magic Castle later this year. Anything else you want to share?
Later this year, in 3 weeks, I'll be at the castle. No, I just, I'm doing too many things at once, but that's the way I like it. It's exciting.
He's a busy, busy man. Unlike Bob Stobner. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't get the wrong idea. Bob Stobner is very busy. He just doesn't remember what it was he did. But he knows he did something because he's very busy.
He's busy. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on the podcast, Tag Team Talent Podcast. Be sure to tell your family and friends. We'll be back next week with a different co-host. But thanks to have Larry Wilson here. Such a big honor. And you, it's an honor to have you watching. We'll be back next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching the Tag Team Talent Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss the next big talent reveal. And don't forget to write in the comments below which performer you thought was best in this episode. We love hearing from you. See you soon.